Hello. On page 17 of your workbook page this week, you have to fill in a line plot. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You are going to take this information and you are going to plot it on the line here, and it gives you directions here, and I'm going to give you an example because this is something we haven't done yet. Okay, so line plots show how frequently something occurs by displaying data on a number line. Okay, so we have our number line. We are going to show our data in just a minute here. Okay, and this is for us to be able to tell how frequently, which means how often something happens. Okay, so I set this up here. I have a number line already there. You are going to have a number line already there as well. All right, so you don't need to worry about that. I have a chart with my data, just like you are going to have a chart with your data. Okay, so this is the label of our data, of our line plot, okay? It's cups of sugar and recipes. So this is how often or how frequently the chef uses cups of sugar in a recipe. Okay, so he uses like 1/4 a cup in a recipe, he uses 3/4 a cup in a recipe. We're gonna plot out this data on here to see like which one he uses the most frequently, which one he doesn't use at all or uses the least frequently, the least often, okay? So for a line plot, all you do is you draw an X above the number or the number on the number line, okay? So for example, I'm gonna go through and 1/4 in one of his recipes, he uses 1/4. So I'm gonna go to my number line and there's 1/4 and I'm just gonna put an X above it. Okay, I'm also gonna cross this out so I remember that I already plotted this 1/4, okay? In a different recipe, he uses 3/4 a cup. So I'm gonna go on my number line, I'm gonna find 3/4 a cup and I'm gonna draw 1 X above that number line, okay? Next recipe uses 1½ cups. So let's find 1½ there it is. And I'm gonna plot right above that point on the number line, I'm gonna plot an X, okay? That's why it's called a line plot, because it's on a number line and we are plotting the data. All right, I did that. So 1/2, so let me go through and I found 1/2, an X. 3/4, okay, so we already plotted 1 X for 3/4, but another recipe uses 3/4 a cup of sugar. So above that 3/4, I'm gonna draw another X, and our lines are going to grow, or our X's are going to grow vertically. So when I look at this, I can easily understand the data. Okay. All right. He uses 1 cup, so I'm gonna find the 1/4 a cup. There it is, and there's one already there. So there, I'm gonna go up above it and plot another line. 1/2 a cup. Okay, there's one there. I'm gonna plot another one. 3/4 a cup. Okay, another one for 3/4. So see how our lines get taller and taller. 1/2 a cup. Another one. 1 1/2 cups. Okay, which has one already. 1 3/4 a cup is our last one. Here's 1 3/4. I'm gonna plot that out and I'm gonna cross it off. Okay, so now when I look at this, I can understand easily the information rather than having to go through this chart. Okay, so I can see that he uses 1/2 a cup of sugar and 3/4 a cup of sugar most frequently in his recipes because those are the ones that have the most X's above them. I can see that he uses 0 cups, 1 1/4 cup, and 2 cups the least frequently, which means not that often, because there are no X's there. None of the recipes called for that amount of sugar. All right. So this is for you to display data on a number line in a way that is much easier to read. You are going to go through on this and you are going to display this data when you're doing it. I want you to cross out when you mark one, cross it out. So you know that you already plotted that and you don't get mixed up, okay? It's an easy way to keep track, all right? And you will be good to go. Okay.